hope you are well. We have been busy enjoying all of the fun seasonal autumn activities. We've been out apple picking at the little farm stands, doing all the things. And I'm just starting to crave a few quiet homebody moments. So I thought in the next couple of days, I could just spend a little bit of quiet time just resetting a little bit before I get my second wind and we get out to the pumpkin patches, all the fall festivals in our cute little New England town. And then of course, before Halloween comes, I just thought it would be a nice chance over the next few days to reset and just enjoy some quiet, cozy time in my favorite place of all, which is home. So I think over the next few days, I want to make a nice, warming, home-cooked meal, get lost in a really good book, just have some really quiet moments, and then we will pick back up with all of the fun autumnal activities. So thank you so much for watching and joining me for a few cozy moments to reset. Recently just finished If It Makes You Happy by Julie Olivia. This book was so cute, exactly what I needed to transition from my summer books to autumn books. It was so atmospheric. It is set in this cute little Vermont town and very Gilmore Girls. I know every autumn book claims to be like that, but this one I found has been the closest match. He is a baker, he's all sunshine, she's from the big city, she's kind of forced into the situation and she's the one that's grumpy. Excuse me. I love the relationship between the two of them and the slow burn romance that they had for most of the book. I mean, they don't even get together for quite some time into the book. I would say like for this much of the book is when they're together. So I really enjoyed that aspect. I also really enjoyed the relationship between him and his two daughters. He's essentially a single dad. The mom's kind of in the picture. She calls every now and again, but for the most part, he's a single dad. I really loved seeing his relationships with his daughters. It was quite endearing, especially one of them is a teenager. So just like working through some of that teenage angst and stuff. It was really sweet. I also really loved the 90s references. I am a 90s girl through and through. And because this book is set in 1997, there are so many 90s references. And I related to almost every single one. So it was just such a fun trip down memory lane. I gave this book 4 stars. I'm not sure if I read it at a different season, I would give it just as much of a high rating because most of what I enjoyed about the book was really the seasonal elements. I can't say they would hit the same in a different season, but nonetheless had a really great time. The love story is, you know, a standard love story. It's not anything that I'm probably gonna think about after I put this book down, but I would say I would pick this book up again next autumn or maybe in a couple of autumns when I've forgotten the story, because the way the atmospheric autumnal vibes just hit every chord that you need them to hit with the fall festivals, the leaves, the sweet treats, all of the like Halloween goodness. It was so cozy and exactly what I needed. So I would definitely pick this up again, maybe in a couple of autumns, but I wouldn't say that the love story part is the part that really drew me to this book. It's more so the 90s nostalgia and then also all the atmospheric elements. So if that sounds like up your alley, then pick this book up before autumn is over. I have some other seasonal books that I want to get to that are very much in line with that type of vibe, but I kind of want to take a little break and read a fantasy book or a romantasy because this time of year, that's my other favorite book to read. It's just so fun to have on a cozy sweater. It's a little crisp outside and you're all cozy inside and just getting lost like in a faraway world, especially while life is so busy during the holidays and everything going on right now that I I need some of that escapism. So the book I have here that I'm starting is The Bridge Kingdom by Danielle L. Jensen. First of all, look at this cover. The cover is initially what drew me to this book, but in doing more research, I've since realized that this book has an actual big fandom. People have loved this series. It's been around since 2018 is when this first book came out, and she's been releasing books every year to add to the series. I think there's 6 total. There's 5 already out, and then the last one is coming out next year. It is dual POV, and from what I understand, this is a story of a bunch of island nations, and the nation that controls the bridge is the one that has the most power and wealth, and everybody wants control of that bridge. So Lara, our main character, her and her sisters have been raised by their father to become like spies and deadly warriors, so that when one of them gets chosen to marry the king of this ruling nation, they can go and learn all the secrets and then be able to take over the bridge. And so Lara is the one that is chosen. She gets sent over there. It is an arranged marriage, and she starts to learn all of their secrets and exactly how they'll be able to conquer this bridge. And of course, along the way, she learns the deeper story and the realities of what's actually been going on. You know, what her sisters and her have been told may not be exactly what's going on and what the picture is on that other side. So it sounds super interesting. I love stories when it's like forced proximity and because they are forced to be married. I love those types of settings when they're kind of like, you know, from opposite worlds and they have to be together and learn about each other's ways and upbringings and things like that. I love that trope so much. So I'm excited to dive into this. I've got my little atmospheric YouTube video on. The window is open. There's like a little crisp in the air, and I have a little bit of time to myself. So I'm gonna get going and see what this book is all about. If you've read it, I'd love to know what your thoughts were on it. And if you have been keeping up with it and reading the other books in the series, it's been a while since I've had a good series capture my attention. So I'm really excited to see if this one will be the one. My goodness, this book is jumping right in. There is no time to waste. We are hitting the ground running, and that was quite the first chapter. Oh my God, I'm already so excited. This is going to be a fast-paced book. I have a feeling we are not wasting time. There's no time to faff. We are getting right into it, and I am here for it, especially after reading a really leisurely, slow burn romance. I think this is exactly what I need, and wow, I am truly shocked by that first chapter. It is already captured my attention, and I'm just like so giddy. You know that feeling when, if you're a series lover, of like being, listen, I've only read one chapter. I mean, I may be talking nonsense, but I love when a book can get you, and then there's this feeling of like, oh my gosh, if this turns out to be so good, I have like 5 more books ahead of me. Just the like, there must be a word for it. Probably not in English, probably like in Japanese or something, where there's like a word for just that like anticipation and the excitement of knowing you're like in for a really good time. Like the next however much time you spend investing in this series, and you're just like, you have this feeling in your gut, like I'm in for a ride. And that's the feeling I got from reading just that first chapter. Okay, Danielle girl, you might be doing something. You might be on to something. I'm gonna keep reading because that was incredible. A few videos ago, I showed my cozy hobbies closet and how I had like reorganized everything. And one of the shelves, I showed a lot of my new stickers that I had found. And some of you did comment asking where I got them. So I thought it'd be fun to show you some of the latest like sticker companies I found. And you guys, I think I have a problem because it's getting out of control. I did not even know that the sticker world was like this expansive and you could get so many different aesthetics and art styles and just, I don't know, my mind has been blown. And the reason I've been getting so into it is because I've just been journaling every single day, and I journal in quite a few different ways. I will show you my journaling ecosystem soon. I'm not going to go through it today. I do want to make like a separate video. If you guys have been around for a while, you know how much I love journaling, how much I love telling everyone else to journal. It can completely change your life and, you know, turn mental health on its head for the better. I feel like I have become such a different person after I consistently started journaling, especially when you're really going through it. Like this past year, we have been going through it from so many different angles. And when I look back and I see the journey, I don't think I could be in as good of a mental health state that I am if it wasn't for my journaling. So the fun part has been not only just like taking care of this doodad, but also combining it with my love of like cozy hobbies and creativity. And I will show you some of the recent journaling books and different companies I have found, and also like how I make spreads. If you want a more detailed look at how to create them and how I think through which one goes where and my journaling ecosystem, like I said, I will make a different video for it because I am so passionate about it. But if you have like a specific ask or want to see something specific more than what I showed today, then please leave a comment below and I will be happy to talk about it. I love this stuff. So let me show you some of the recent sticker companies I found. I think they are all women-owned small businesses, so I love that aspect. I love doing my part to support small businesses, and then on top of that, they're women-owned, which makes it so much better. So if you are interested, I will link these shops below if you want to get some stuff for yourself. But I've been having the best time just diving into this world. Okay, let's take a closer look. I think I'm going to start with the bottom ones here. These are from the Pretty Pink Co. Now, they make really beautiful aesthetic types of stickers, and they come in these really great kits. And so you have like a whole theme. They release a bunch of different kits depending on kind of the time of year as well. So this one is called Sweater Weather, and if you buy the whole kit, you get like, I think 12 sheets, and they are all part of this theme. Just so aesthetic, and you get so many different size stickers as well. A lot of like border ones, a lot of accented like scenery and things, and just a bunch of different stickers. You can also get as part of this pack like the date stickers if you like to date your things or make a calendar. And they just have like the most beautiful scenery. And the way that I use these is in my feelings journal is what I call it. This is kind of my journal where I just like dump anything and everything that is like on my mind, things I'm struggling with, things like that. And I'll show you an example of a spread I created recently that had a kit like the one that I just showed you. So you'll see here what I do is in this one, because they do have quite a few stickers in the pack, I usually create like multiple, like using Dutch doors kind of a style. And what I do is I like to prepare these kind of in advance so that when I'm ready to write down, I already have them ready to go. So here's like another one. And this one is a festival theme. And a lot of them also, I don't know if it's going to catch the light, but do you see like the gold foiling? You can also get stickers that have like beautiful gold foiling. So when it hits the light, it's just so stunning. But I like to make these really elaborate spreads, and it's just a great place to kind of have your thoughts out. And in some of these little squares, I also capture maybe like different quotes that I like or something exciting that's happened. And it's just a great creative space to let your thoughts out and just, you know, deal with things that you might be going through. So this is kind of like my feelings journal. I keep it more to this type of aesthetic that's just like scenery based. Sometimes it has some people in it, not very often, but very floral based as well, just super, super aesthetic. So I have those kinds. And then recently I also started this year, now that I've had a little bit more time, the baby is sleeping a bit more and we have some more time in the evenings, I also started my bullet journal again. I love bullet journaling, and there was a time when I made super intricate spreads. I'm not an artist by any stretch of the imagination. I cannot draw. I can make some things look kind of cute. So now that I've discovered stickers, there are also companies that help you create bullet journal spreads already in a theme, so you don't have to come up with it, you don't have to draw it yourself or do any of that. And one of them is Hubman and Chub Girl. They are so, so cute. This is of course a completely different art style. They're a little bit more like cutesy and cartoony and kind of like that, like, you know, your inner child kind of vibe. And they have all sorts of different subscriptions. I have like the ultimate one, and this one comes with all sorts of different little goodies, so many different kinds of stickers. And the way I use this is, like I mentioned, in my bullet journal. So this is the one that kind of takes care of all my life tasks and like keeping in order everything I need to get done. Let me see if there's a spread in here that's not anything important that I can show you. So for instance, this is like the October theme. It was like a squirrel theme. And so as you can see, I did not have to draw anything myself. It comes with all the stickers for the name of the month, the days of the week, the dots, the trackers for the week, some extra little stickers. So it really kind of helps speed up the process of creating like bullet journal spreads, because the theme is already thought out for you. You don't have to worry about drawing it or coming up with anything. All you have to do is kind of make the boxes and figure out like what layout you want. So I have been loving them for my bullet journal, where I keep all of my tasks and to-do lists. And then I discovered that, you know, between the cutesy kind of cartoony stuff and then the really aesthetic stuff, I also wanted some supplemental stuff, because I have a family journal as well. One of my biggest fears in life, is a little insight into me, is just time passing me by and feeling like every single day of my kids' childhood and our lives just flew by. And, you know, there's a lot of beauty in the everyday ordinary stuff. And sometimes, you know, someone will say something really funny or something cute will happen at the dinner table or whatever. And I want to be able to capture those things, because those are the things that are the first to go from your memory. You don't remember them. So I recently started a family journal, and that's where I decided I wanted to play a lot more with the aesthetics of stickers. So let me move you closer and show you some of the different stickers that I've been using in that journal. So a lot of these are like sticker book based. So the one I have here that a lot of people will know is like the Happy Planner. These are also like kind of theme based. So you will get a set of stickers on a specific theme, but a lot of them are mostly like boxes and to-dos and things like that. So traditionally these are used in the Happy Planner, but I've been using it to supplement my spreads in my family journal. I'll show you that in a second after I show you all these stickers. The next company is Live Love Posh. They make really great sticker books as well, and again on theme. So this one is Chic Coquette. And when I flip through this, you'll notice such beautiful stickers they have. A lot of different boxes. I love boxes because, like I said, it captures, you know, fun moments or anything exciting that's happened in the day. But this one was just so beautiful, lots of great scenery, but this one I find to be a little bit more bold in their color choices. It's not as like neutral as like ones like the Pretty Pink Co, whereas this one's like bold and vibrant. A lot of their sticker books have this like really kind of colorful note to them. So these are really fun as well. Here's another example. It's like a plants one. Really, really great for Dutch doors if you're like really into that, because they repeat a lot of the stickers. So that's Live Love Posh. And then I also thought I would show you Casthetic Plans, another great sticker book company. Same kind of feel as Live Love Posh, where you get a lot of those like vibrant colors and different scenes. I love these boxes that are already like pre-layered for you, so you don't have to like think about layering stickers. Like they already have it for you. Like this is one giant sticker that you could put down. So you don't even have to worry about learning how to do that, which I love. Again, a lot of great scenery you can use. I'll show you some examples in a second of spreads I've made, but I just wanted to show you, again, a different art style, but I love that they give you so many options of the same sticker, so you can use it in Dutch doors. And then there's a company called Wrong Wrong. These I enjoy for just getting sets of boxes. So these, there's a neutral one and then a pastel one, because sometimes when I buy stickers, they don't always come with the boxes. So these are great to like supplement if you want to add in some extra color and boxes. So Wrong Wrong is really good for that. And then I randomly tried this company. It's called Echo Park Paper Co. And I really wanted like some stickers for my autumn spreads, but ones that were a little bit more like playful for my family journal. But the thing with this is that they are so incredibly thick. Like just the paper quality is just so thick. And I think that's because these are meant for scrapbooking. So I'm not sure this is the way to go for my journals. Now, if you're big into scrapbooking and you have some of that thicker paper, then it might be good for that. But I have not enjoyed them in my regular journal because they make the journal so thick. But I'll show you that in a second. And then randomly recently, I got like, you know how right now like kawaii in Japanese culture is so big? It's like the cutesy stuff. I just randomly picked up this little box set of like really cutesy little stickers, and I just thought they were so adorable. I made a spread with these recently that I'm going to show you, but these kind of come like in a box, and you get these different little sleeves of sticker packs, and there's so many different variations of these. I just got the one with like the cute little girl and animals and things, again just for like my family journal. So let me show you that quickly, see if there's some spreads I have where I can show you something without revealing too much. But do you see what I was talking about? So this thick part here in the middle is because I use some of these really thick Echo Park ones, and I don't love that. Like you just see how crazy thick that is. Let me see if I can show you some. Okay, so this spread here was using some of those Happy Planner stickers. So it's kind of like a little middle section. These are where I use some of those boxes and quotes. And then there's this side and this side. So it's like a fun wreath style Dutch door. And then there's other ones where you can do some fun Dutch doors like this. Again, I think this is the Happy Planner. What else can I show you? This is a Casthetic Plans one that I showed you. So again, you can do all kinds of fun like Dutch door type things. And then because I recently got that cutesy one, I wanted to try out, this is gonna be a little bit of a shock, but you see how this is like completely different type of spread. Usually what I will do is just like write different things that have happened in our life and like different highlights that the kids did or anything. But I wanted to do like a really fun, quirky kitty kind of spread. And this is like a spread where it's like lately, and it's just some of the things that I want to fill in with what we've been enjoying recently, movies, books as a family, whatever it might be. But I just thought that was so fun. But as you can see, this is my journal where I combine a lot of different art styles. And that's what I wanted all of these different stickers for, was specifically for this journal, because I wanted it to be where my creativity could just flow and I could just come up with all sorts of spreads using all different kinds of sticker companies. So that is my 3 journal ecosystem right now. My feelings journal, that's super aesthetic. My bullet journal that has all my to-do lists and uses that kit. And then my family journal where I write down highlights of our life, funny quotes, things the kids do, just big milestones, where I use a number of different spreads. So I hope this has been helpful. I hope you enjoy getting some of these stickers. Like I said, I'm gonna link some down below, and leave a comment if you are interested in getting any more detail about how I create these spreads, anything about my journals, anything about the stickers, let me know down below.